Oh, that's intense, isn't it, guys? Okay, we are going live in. I'm not gonna do the the countdown. That's there. Yeah. And
Got some
guess
pebbles.
what? We are live, everyone.
Hi!
Hi.
Hello!
Okay, I just need to not Sharn, not Dreams, our heroes. Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's stream of Natural Ruckus. We are bringing you Second Breakfast Club. Yes.
Hot D&D goodness from our brains to your faces.
Yeah, that. Exactly.
I will never say that again. I am very sorry.
Sheet.
Hello, everyone. Yeah. Are back.
So, welcome everybody back to the table. I'm so happy that everyone was able to make it again. This is, session 8 of Second Breakfast Club?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We're still here.
We're still alive, unlike some of our other characters.
Don't worry about it. You're about to encounter all sorts of cool stuff. Anyway. So, who wants to give the rundown of what happened last week?
All right.
Okay, are you going? Okay.
Oh, someone else can.
Tom, are you going to do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
A DM inspiration die for whoever wants to grab it.
Last time, Second Breakfast Club. After entering a house and meeting not jesters, oh my god, Curiosity's sibling.
Wow, I feel called out. Shit.
I'll do my regular voice. I cannot do that. We through a magical mirror, one of Curiosity's dads came through. The one which was missing a leg and an arm last time we saw him.
Just an arm. Just an arm.
Okay, just an arm. That's good.
Just the tip.
I believe his name is important, very important, because his name is Felix, and well, Curiosity, the last time, kind of forcefully questioned his imp that looked like a dog. But last time what happened was this very rude Felix guy, who most certainly is a warlock, invited us to his secret Batman lair, where he for sure doesn't masturbate a lot, because there was just dust everywhere, and you don't want to get that stuff into dust. It's like crumples together and it's just nasty. So after that,
a detailed breakdown.
Let Tom do this.
After that, and going down, not on him, into his lair, we learned some important information about Curiosity's family and the whole ordeal that's happening with them and the things with the veil and eating people, not eating people, wanting people dead. So we learned that, and after that, we weren't like, oh yeah, we're done with questions. We know everything. We know where they're keeping Amy and the dragon. No, 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 no. We had to ask more. Yes. And guess what happened? We got more. We got this beautiful story about a treasure that has no important isn't important to us, but we still got all of the information about it, and especially a lot of details, because a certain character just had to ask. And well, after that, Joron kind of had enough of that and was like, "Oh, golly gee, I don't know what to do. Let's just like, I don't know, walk out of here and do a thing." And curiosity was like, "Oh, golly gee, Joron is leaving. Let me like follow maybe." And before that, Carric was like pissed off at Felix because Felix is a bit of a bad word. So Carric was like, "Oh golly gee, they all went away, but let me like get all the materials that I need for my like spells and stuff." And he was like, "Yo, I'm going now too. Bye." And that's where we ended. Yes, we are on our way to the fort, or is it a fort? Like fort?
So it's a keep.
To a keep where they are having like these gladiator things, like an arena where they pit people or monsters, things against each other. We don't really know because we haven't been there. And that's where we are heading. Yeah.
Okay.
Hi.
That was a
Tom.
fucking wild ride.
Tom, I
Holy
had tears
shit.
in my eyes.
Fuck.
Yeah, that was definitely a fun one.
Thank you.
You have to give him more than just a DM inspiration die for this.
Yeah, maybe I should.
God.
Maybe I should. You know what? Here, Tom. I'm feeling especially generous.
Oh dear.
God.
Oh yeah, that's always great when your DM tells you that, huh?
Yeah.
Can you hear some dice rolling over here?
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. I'm taking
Oh.
damage.
Yeah.
He's adding hit points to the thing you have to fight.
Oh, pish tosh. Nothing quite so severe.
What did you say about Tosha?
Yeah, I was gonna say, you call?
Okay. Okay, great. So, first of all, you're going to get your DM inspiration die. Secondly, you are going to get something special in your pack during game.
Oh no. I'd like to add one thing to that stupendous recap that we just had, which
Yes,
was
go ahead.
en route to the keep. There was sort of a crier in the town square, which is as far as Curie and Joron had gotten. Carric and Tosha were sort of a bit further behind. And this crier was saying that there was going to be a fight at the pits between the crier said a mountain dwarf and a dragon, but we're currently maybe under the impression that that's going to be like Amy and Barry under some kind of illusion magic or something, but we don't know for sure. But that's what the word is about what the fight's going to be.
That is correct.
I'm not sure how far Tosha and Carric are behind us, because I know it's now pretty crowded. And Joron and I caught up with Joron pretty easily, and Tosha left a little bit later, and Carric finished giving instructions to Felix of components he needed, and then followed.
Yep.
So
Okay.
you look so proud of yourself, as you should.
I mean, I'm proud of you, if
Oh.
that counts for anything.
Oh. Thank you.
Okay, so yes, where you left off before, the two of you were ahead, and Carric and Tasha were bringing up the rear.
Yeah.
So the question is, are the two of you waiting for Carric and Tasha, or are you pushing forward, moving in with the crowd?
Yeah, I'm staying on
Through
Joron.
the crowd.
Yeah, I've got my I'd already messaged Tosha to say that we were in the square and heading up towards the keep.
Okay,
So-
great.
So they know where we're going.
Right.
We'd only taken a short rest at this point, right? Not a long rest.
Yeah, we managed
That's
to get
correct.
Yikes. So I have
Oh,
one
yeah.
luck point.
Yeah, but you got all your spell slots back, so it could be worse.
Oh yeah. My spells.
Fucking warlocks.
I
Yay,
know.
spells!
On our oh god damn it, I should have done that before. Never mind. I do nothing. I just keep going.
If I remember correctly, Het and I jumped on the broom and gone invisible to follow.
That is correct.
Okay.
And for the record, I am under disguise self, which I did declare as I left the house to catch up with.
Could you
Joron.
remind me what your disguised self looks like?
Donald Glover.
Nice.
But the
Okay.
same outfit, with the same coat, obviously, just no horns, no wings.
Right. Okay.
Oh.
Donald Glover is quite specific.
It was the first one that came to mind.
Right. No, I mean, I'm not saying that in a negative way. I'm just like, oh, I wasn't expecting a person. Okay.
With the slightly longer hair, like not like Community, Donald Glover. Am I getting my names mixed up? No.
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 That's
No,
that's the right one.
Yeah,
I
but
think
not
you
with
might be confusing him with Childish Gambino.
yes, which is sort of a character, but with the Childish Gambino hair. So that longer hair.
Right. With a little bit of This Is America style.
Curiosity can only aspire to that level of swagger, quite frankly.
Right.
Curiosity, for all the fact that they are amazing in many ways, is still a fucking dork. And so, thank you, Dora, in the chat for validating my choice of Donald Glover.
Okay. So if that's the case and the two of you are heading ahead, then you would end up getting there first.
Before we get there, I kind of lean down to Donald Glover.
God, you're like a foot taller, aren't you? You're like
Right.
7.5 feet tall. Jesus. Yeah.
You're always like that.
Yes. I am sorry. He was possibly worse today, but he has never been the most emotionally available person. That was more. I'm sorry he was rude to you.
I go on.
I keep pace. I'm skinnier and a little shorter, so it's probably easier for me to like get through the crowd and just like follow direct. You know, like how you get a slipstream behind like big like articulated lorries and stuff on like motorways and highways. Curiosity's doing that behind Joron, just like in the space left in his wake, just like I'm just gonna stay right behind.
Oh yeah, and
before
I
the
have
crowds can
my
move back in.
sword and my shield out.
Oh my lord, I'm not too close behind him, that's when I get stabbed in the face.
No, I'm like a
I'm on
foot
the other
taller,
side.
and it points up.
It's up overhead, yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. So as you are moving forward, you come to the keep, which is the largest building in the city. There's a massive stone archway that has two huge wooden gates that have swung open, and past the wooden gates is a large iron sort of thatch gate that they could throw down in the case of emergency.
Is it down?
No, it is up, and there are people that are all walking in to the keep.
I love you. Yeah, I love you.
Love you too.
I'll see you later.
Cute.
Okay, bye.
I stop in front of the first gate, and I look over to Donald Glover and go.
You can use my real name.
Curiosity.
You don't have to use my alias.
And
I mean, but
You
given
don't
the
have to,
opportunity
but we're
use
gonna.
Donald Glover, why would you? use an alias?
I could be curious, Gambino, for the evening.
and I go. No one can keep us away. Ha ha. And I kind of like no, not punch them. I like
Nudge them.
nudge
with the fist.
them in like an arm, and then keep walking.
So you go for the right hand gate or the left hand? The right hand door or the left hand door? Because there were two. There's
No,
two, and then there's a further gate inside it. Is what Mike just described.
It's one large gate.
Okay.
It's just that there's
Oh, two doors.
It's
My
got like
apologies.
two doors that have opened outward, and then
My
it's got
apologies.
one large metal gate that goes up and down.
My apologies, I misconstrued.
No, it's quite all right. It's good that we address that now, so that you don't try to vault off the gate that isn't there.
Yeah, no. It was more like I was thinking it was like an arena with multiple doors. That was where my brain was.
Right.
Onward.
Keeping close behind, I activate the stud and just go, Tosha, Joron just made a pun.
Was it good?
I have heard worse, but I grew up with two fathers, so
You know, I read that one in one of the books.
God's help me, he's adorable.
That's not the word I would use, but that's just me.
Like a puppy.
No, puppies are loyal.
Oh, we should have a conversation about that later.
Yeah, later. Yeah, we're catching up.
Yeah, we need to do that.
What's
Oh,
going
shit,
on?
you
What can you tell me?
It's busy. There is one gate, then second gate, and we are going inside. It is very busy. I will try and let you know where we end up on the inside, but it is crowded. So, but
All right.
both gates are open. The double
All right,
doors and the portcullis.
Alright, I'll speak to you when I'm there. I'm
Move.
not going to
Out
be
of the
visible.
way. Move.
Are you both going to be invisible?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I look like do you remember that member of the acting troupe we met, the pretty one? With the dark skin and the really nice smile?
Yeah.
I look like him.
Nice choice.
Thank you. Joron looks like Joron and is probably significantly easier to spot. He got his sword out already.
Really?
It looks, to be fair, he's fitting right in.
Alright,
As
if
much
it works, it works.
As much as he can fit in. He is unreasonably tall.
Yeah. I thought I was more than average.
You're shorter than me.
Shut up, you're not average.
No. Of all the many adjectives that have been applied to me, average is not one of them.
Damn straight.
Don't
Damn
ever use
straight.
that. Don't ever use that word to apply to me. How dare you?
Damn right.
That is fine.
I'm left-handed.
Unsurprisingly, curiosity is ambidextrous because this person cannot go just one way.
Nice.
I'm consistent, but yeah, I shall talk to you soon.
All right. I'm invisible and I'm dashing.
Okay.
I'm dashing. No, but I'm double.
So your dashing is going to work until you get to the center square. Because once you
Yeah,
hit
I
the center
imagine.
square, it's going to be so packed with people that you're going to have a
Mhm.
hard time moving at full speed.
Okay.
But so Curiosity and Joron make it through the gates. I assume you're going through the gates?
Yes.
Okay. So you make it through the gates first. So tell me where. Let's see. Yeah, there we are. Okay, so as you make it through the gates, you find that you are in a courtyard. The courtyard that you're in has a ring that has been set up with just a bare dirt floor that is sunken in by about 10 feet down. Not an amazing amount of space, but it's generally enough for these type of fights that they have. There are bleachers of some kind set up on either side of the ring. And there is a stairway that leads up to a surrounding area that goes around the courtyard. The one gate that you're entering through is near the bottommost area of this courtyard, and there is another gate that leads into the keep on the other side of the fighting area.
But this has been set up in the courtyard.
Correct.
Okay.
Is there anyone who looks like
A steward? Like, you sit there, you sit there.
I'm more looking for someone who's like placing bets and stuff like that.
Oh shit, the bed. Sorry.
So yeah, if you pay attention to roll 20, I have now shown you your new map.
The dragon.
Yeah.
That is a person.
That's a dwarf.
Yeah,
Are we coming in from the top or the bottom?
I've
Always
only
bottom.
thrown your tokens on there, but I haven't actually done anything with them. So they're
this
really just there so
Joron?
that I can easily access them. Yes, that's Joron.
I have a
Okay.
new one.
Those are good placeholders.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
and they're really
Okay.
just until we finish up all the other artwork.
Yeah.
He's such a tart, Tom. Yeah, I'm going to use mine too. Oh,
You have
wait,
yours.
I have. I see what happened. I'll sort it later.
Anyway,
Sorry.
no, it's fine. Yeah, so I'll throw that and drop that. Okay, so you would be entering from down here at the lowest point. You have the opportunity as you pass through the gate to either go through the gate and find seating among the seating along the sides. There are stools that are set up in the corners for people that are either competing in the matches or people that don't have the money to sit in the actual stands because they're charging a silver piece in order to sit in the bleachers. Alternatively, if you'd rather stand and look down at the match, you can go up into the
gallery?
Yeah, it's for lack of a better word, the gallery, to look down upon the matches.
Joron,
So
where do you want to go?
I pay the silver price and go sit down over here.
Okay, sounds good.
I will choose to not pay, and I will go. Oh, I can't grab my token, Mike.
Oh, sorry. That's. There we are.
I will grab a seat over in this corner on one of these benches. Oh, stools. Sorry, stools. And
I knew what you meant.
Thank you. I'm glad somebody did. I will quickly relay our locations to Tosha.
Okay. As it looks right now, there is a dwarf in the ring, and there is a very huge metal crate on one corner of the area. The dwarf that's in the ring appears to be sort of doing squats and punching into the air, trying to get themselves ready.
Can I look at the competitors, as it were, and try and... I basically want to try and discern, because I had that thought about, oh, what if these are people under illusion?
Mhm.
Can I just because I know it's more than an investigation check, in perception check to figure it out. I'm just sort of looking for telltale signs of illusion magic.
Okay. Do you have detect magic?
No, but metagaming wise, one, I know how illusion magic works because I have 3 of them. That's because as arcane trickster, enchantment and illusion are the schools of magic I'm best at.
Mm-hmm.
2, out of character metagaming, I know that to see through a disguised self illusion, it's an investigation check, not a perception check, which is...
That's true.
But I guess I'm looking for the telltale signs, people, the wind maybe not moving things the way it's not supposed to. Stuff that a disguised self, for example, can't quite change.
Well, you can't see whatever's in that crate.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to the dwarf that's in the ring, they definitely seem real.
Okay. And not under any kind of disguise.
Does not appear to be.
Okay.
I nudge the person that's next to me.
Okay.
And say, so I guess this is the dwarf and the dragon fight that's happening today. Is anything else happening?
Oh yeah, they're supposed to have a match after this one where they have just a couple of commoners that they caught that they're going to have fight up against a bunch of shadowhounds.
Oh. Thanks.
Sure. The best thing they could have done is made it so that we didn't have to pay taxes and we just have to fight in the ring.
Good.
Joron has never paid a tax in his life.
He doesn't know what it is.
Awesome. So let's cut back over to Tosha and Carric. So Tosha, you would have hit the center of town and ended up hitting the massive throng of people.
Okay. I'm gonna try and find I'm gonna try my best to find any gaps to move through and meander as little as possible, beeline as much as possible. But basically, even if I have to push past people, I don't care. They can't see me. I'm gonna move. However, considering considering the other two are sitting and waiting in a place, I'm thinking it's not really I can actually, I don't have to go my fastest to get to a place. So if I do push past someone that looks extremely rich, I might take a swipe.
Okay.
Oh,
because in places like this,
I thought you were gonna go to a residential area, go 29 floors down, maybe get into a place that you're not supposed to.
I don't even feel called out. I am called out, and I'm angry.
Okay. Give me a high or low.
High.
Okay. Yeah. In fact, you do find a noble with a very fat coin purse that is being carried in a chair on stilts by what looks to be 4 very poorly fed commoners.
I'm gonna, yeah. He's not gonna miss it. Yoink.
You gonna make a sleight of hand check?
Yes, I am. Thanks to my gloves, I get a +5 on top of what I'm gonna need it.
You are invisible, so at least they won't see you if you fuck up the...
Yeah. Oh yeah, I am invisible. Does that give me anything, perchance?
It's not going to give you anything on the sleight of hand. It'll give you something on stealth if they try to look for you.
Okay. So +3 plus a 5, that makes it 14.
14?
Buddy.
Yeah, okay. No, you succeed.
Okay, great.
Nice.
That bastard.
He rolled a total of 10 to notice you, so.
Perfect.
Okay then.
I did think about giving the coin purse to the guys that seemed underpaid or underfed or whatever you described them as, not good. But if they go looking for that coin purse and find it on that guy's dead, so I'm not going to do that.
Inside that coin purse, you find 60 gold pieces.
Okay.
9 platinum pieces. And 1 emerald that is worth 100 gold pieces.
Okay. Thank you.
Sure. So Carric, are you flying the whole way there? Is that your plan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
cool.
Beeline it 80 feet around, going over the crowd.
Oh yeah, then you get there super quick. In fact, you probably arrive right after Curiosity and Joron get there.
Okay.
Like right after. So are you going to land or are you going to stay up above? Because you can see the courtyard from above, but you also are technically a sitting duck up there.
Yeah, if anyone manages to see me.
Right.
Yeah.
You would be the guy in the sky.
Yeah. Like, why is there a guy in the sky?
It's Marty Pie in the sky.
That sounds like a children's book. That sounds so much like a children's book. Why is there a guy in the sky?
It's a critique of religion.
It is.
Yeah. Man, we're starting kids off pretty heavy subject matter these days. I'll just like land near some kind of entrance where I see people like very scared, or not entrance, but like doorway or something into the keep that I see people scarcely going through, so it won't be weird for me to just like walk out.
Okay, yeah. So the entire upper area is like completely vacant. Everybody that's been moving in is trying to get a really good seat down close to the ring. So you could probably park yourself up in the gallery up above without anyone even noticing.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'll do that. And do I see Joron?
Yes.
Okay.
You see Joron. You do not notice Curiosity because Curiosity does not look like Curiosity.
Yeah, and I have no idea. So I will make my way down eventually to not there.
Right in the ring.
Hey, I'll fight too, guys. And I'll pay the silver and just make sure that Joron kind of sees me walk kind of in front of him and then kind of go around and sit up over here.
Would I have noticed him as well with my vantage point?
All right.
I said, would I have? Do I need to roll?
Oh yeah, no. You would have been able to notice him. Probably not when he first arrived, but you'd be able to notice him once he got over to his seat down in the stands.
Okay, then I will shoot a quick message spell across the way to Carric, just to go, Carric, I am over in and I'll give a compass direction for corner because Jade is bad at geography and spatial awareness.
Yeah, 9 o'clock.
Yeah, I'll give a clock point, and then I'll just say I'm wearing my usual coat, but my face looks different, just so you can get a bead on where I am.
Kind of.
And obviously, you can reply to this message.
Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, thanks for a heads up on that. No, I'll give a look around and see if I notice.
Give a hoot, don't dispute.
I mean, I'd like to point out that Curiosity is sitting the way Curiosity sits, which is like not full on man spreading, but like definitely with a slightly wide stance, because I do have a tail to accommodate at the back, even if it can't currently be seen.
Right.
So if I see
Just-
Carric looking my way, I'll do a little.
Just shove it down the front of your pants and impress everyone.
Don't tell me how to live my life. I don't need such cheap parlor tricks.
So yeah, 25 on my perception to find Curiosity.
I would say that's likely to find them.
Okay.
Okay, so along the way, Tasha, you end up reaching the front gates. You too have the opportunity to either sit down below or you can go up above.
Okay, do I see them based off of what Curiosity told me?
Yes.
Can I easily find them?
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna just sort of, I'm not gonna go directly towards them. Actually, I lied. I will. I'm gonna go up to Curiosity first. I'm just gonna give like a little tap on their shoulder that I normally do, like a little rhythm that I normally do when I'm invisible, just so they know it's me. And then I'm gonna whisper, "Alright, I'm here, but I'm gonna go find a better spot." And
I'll like tap your hand, like just making it look like I'm brushing something off my shoulder, but just sort of a. I got you.
oh, Tasha.
Yeah,
like,
that's
for-
exactly it.
Right.
That's exactly the vibe.
You,
But yeah.
Tasha Germs.
Tasha's got cooties. Ew.
So yeah, I'm gonna go cry myself to sleep. No, I'm gonna go walk to a different position just so we can have just so we won't be all cooped up in one place. But I'm gonna stay relatively close.
Where are you going? Remove yourself.
So I can't.
Here's your person right here.
Oh, there we go. Now I have a chance to move. I'm thinking maybe like here.
So
Okay.
all three of you on the same side.
Yeah, more like this, like more underneath that, like on the stone side of this, basically. That I'm gonna put myself there, but I'm not on the bleacher. I'm just below it. So like it's right here for me.
Gotcha. Okay, sure.
Okay.
Tasha, the cheap one, always staying out of the paid seats.
I
Tasha,
mean, I
the
didn't pay for my
efficient
seat
one.
either. I didn't pay for mine, and I'm on a stool.
Awesome. So as
I'm
you
still
all,
invisible, by the way. Just throwing
Okay.
that up there.
as you all move in and find yourself a place, being invisible, you find that there are some people that simply bump into you or step on your feet or, push right past you and not realize you're there. Every one of them sort of like, what the heck was that? That was a bit stronger than the wind.
Yeah. If
Um,
anyone seems extremely snobby, it's just it's not my fault my foot was there.
Right. Right. Have a nice trip.
Exactly.
Awesome. So as you all find your seats, and there are still more people pushing inside, you hear a gong sound. And the roar of the crowd begins to pick up. As the crowd begins to roar, there are a pair of Goliaths that move up to the crate and slide a long bar out from the front gate of it and lift it back over the side of the ring to reveal a huge red dragon. You can make a medicine check to notice something special about this dragon.
Who? All of us?
Anyone that is observing.
Right.
Okay.
No. 9.
9!
Strongest die
Literally.
away. 11.
I'm not great at medicine. Come on, cleric. Roll that medicine check. A
Roll a
wise
good
one.
medicine check.
22.
22.
27.
Badass.
Go,
Okay, so-
go team good boys.
Right. right. The Hardy Boys have figured it out. Yeah, so both of you immediately are able to see something that sticks out like a sore thumb to you. Something that almost makes this match seem unfair. And that's that this dragon has been blinded. It looks as though they have forcibly had their eyes removed.
Oh.
Oh.
And so the thing is snorting and huffing and breathing small gouts of fire, twisting its head this way and that, looking around. And you see it unfurl its wings that have also been horribly tattered.
I am going to stand up
Oh no.
and walk around the ring so
Okay.
that
Jeez.
I am here or like here.
Okay.
And in Draconic, I ask, who did this?
The dragon, who is still sort of startled and scared by all the noise around it, turns back on you quickly and huffs a line of fire just over your head. And gets down really close to you and takes in a long whiff of your scent. Who are you to know the old tongue?
Bran. I touch his snout and cast Cure Wounds.
So,
At second level.
okay. How many hit points are you going to give back to him? Tell me.
Nice.
2d8 plus your wisdom stat. Because you're casting it at second level.
Yeah.
Diamond.
Okay. So do spellcasting.
Yeah, plus your wisdom, boo. Whatever your wisdom modifier is.
Just the wisdom? Isn't there like anything else?
No, you don't add your proficiency to it. Not for the amount of heals.
That's 13.
13 hit points? Okay.
How what's the name of the city of dragons?
Oh, you mean the city that you found up north?
Yep.
They call it the Rookery.
The what?
The Rookery.
Rookery.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll put it in the Roll20 chat.
I'll
Like
tell-
where ravens live.
I'll tell the dragon that I walked in the rookery.
Have you?
It's actually quite a lovely place. A lot of big dragons.
So your hit point addition did help. It, however, has not mended the wings, though it has regrown eyes. They're,
Well, that fight just got a lot fairer. Fuck.
they are,
Yeah.
however, heavily scarred.
Okay.
So he no longer is blinded, but he does have disadvantage on perception.
Bless you.
The dragon bows its head to you very slowly until its chin nearly brushes the dirt. If we all survive this, I owe you gratitude.
I am going to scratch his chin and cast another Cure Wounds at 2nd level.
Okay.
All animals are puppies. It's just the size that varies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, she's so good.
How do we end up with such nice boys as friends, Tosha? We're such
I
assholes.
I think we need them because they're so kind, and they need us because we're so hardy.
17.
We're the Hardy Boys.
17 hit points.
Damn. You are not making it easy on this dwarf.
Fuck the dwarf. Or fuck the dwarf, am I right?
I mean, man.
Man, hopefully this dwarf isn't just some asshole they're making fight a dragon.
I know he was flexing and stuff. He seemed pretty sure of himself.
He seems like the guy that goes into the pit to get glory unfairly just to be rewarded.
I like the quick judgments we're making, but
He was all like, yeah, oh, he was doing that.
I am going to tell the dragon, Sir Joron, if you ever need any. You can find me.
We will remember you.
Good luck.
Your additional hit points you gave it have now restored the sight in one of its eyes.
Nice.
Baller.
So,
I'm going to move back to my seat.
right then.
Who's this weirdo cowboy talking to the dragon?
Right. Now, curiosity.
Mm-hmm.
I would like you to make a perception check for me.
I can do that. 24.
Okay. This dwarf that's in the ring looks
Yeah.
familiar to you.
Okay.
You have seen them before at the forge, guiding your sister in how to become a blacksmith.
Oh, motherfucker. God damn it. Mm-hmm.
In one hand, he is wielding what looks to be a massive iron beer stein that is covered in spikes.
Mm-hmm.
And in the other hand, he is wielding a dragon slayer.
Oh, shit. Cool.
Which he is proudly banging up against the plate on his chest.
Mm-hmm. Can I see what with that perception? Did I see what Joron doing with the dragon?
I'm gonna say no because
That's
he was
fair.
behind the dragon, and
Sure,
yeah,
sure, okay.
it's a big dragon.
No, valid. Do I know this dwarf's name, or do I just recognize the face?
You don't know his real name, but you know that everyone refers to him as Patches.
Patches. Cool.
Poor Patches.
On seeing him, I'm gonna quickly start looking around the crowd to see if Kari is there.
You don't see Kari anywhere.
Okay. I don't know where Tosha is, so I can't message her to go, oh shit, I know this guy. So
You can message her regardless.
Yeah, I forget.
Yeah.
I was thinking message spell. Okay, so I'll activate my stone, sending stone, and just go, so Tosha, I know this dwarf. Sort of.
Is he a good person?
Yeah. I don't really know him well, but was Kari's teacher. She learned how to
Question
be
is... Sorry?
Yeah, yes, he taught her how to be a blacksmith. Maybe he even made that fucking weapon. Do you know what he is? Do you know what that is?
Can I take a look?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Do I?
You can make a perception check.
Yes, please. 12.
Yeah, you see that he's got a sword and a cup.
That's a pretty sword.
It is a dragon slayer.
Do I know what that is?
The clue is in the title, Tosha.
I know, but I mean, do I know just what it does? I mean, I know it's a dragon slayer, but do I know more about it?
That is not something that you know off the cuff, like something that you know that much about. You've never witnessed one in person. You gather from the name that it's important and is definitely not good for dragons.
I guess.
There's some context clues.
Yeah. Maybe it's bad for dragons.
Damn it.
So the question remains, do you want to do something about the fact that this guy is in a ring with a fucking dragon? Or should we see how this plays out?
I mean, it does not look like he's been forced to fight, or he is doing a really good job of faking. Can I insight check him? The dwarf.
Sure.
Just to see if this is just posturing and he's like faking being scared, or if he's literally.
Sure.
Come on.
Also, with my beautiful passive perception, would I have noticed what Joron did?
What's your passive perception? 20?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say yeah. Because you were right in line of sight for that.
Okay.
And dirty 20 on the insight.
So he's definitely puffing himself up as more than he is.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you would too if you were solo fighting a dragon.
Yeah.
However, the look on his face is not the look of someone who went in there on the chance that they were coming out.
Right. So he thinks he's coming out, or he's resigned to the fact that he isn't coming out?
He looks like someone who knows that he's going to win already.
Okay. Okay. He seems confident enough, Tosha.
Well, you should. I don't know. I mean,
Let us
do you
wait
want
and
this?
see.
Do you want him to live?
I don't want to see anybody die today.
you hear a roar from the crowd as a man steps out onto the veranda and actually steps all the way up onto the surrounding barrier up on the gallery.
Is it Paul Bettany in No Knight's Tale?
Is it?
You could be so lucky.
I know.
I know.
Goals. Fucking goals.
Everybody
Sorry.
loves Shakespeare. Everybody
I
loves
want
him.
him to be everybody's face, Quinn. You look everywhere and there's Paul Bettany.
No, it is not quite so positive.
Oh, this is gonna be
A
bad.
man stands there wearing long, regal noble's clothes, a ceremonial sword hanging at his hip, and a lot of gold chains hanging from along the belt, and a large golden crown with a ruby at its center sitting on top of his head.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am so proud to present to you today's festivities. Witness one of your own fighting for his own good name. I believe this will be quite a worthy opponent for you. Our returning champion, the one and only Balthus the Blacksmith. And there's a loud roar from among the crowd
Oh, Balthus.
as he swings his sword in the air and gives a hearty hurrah.
Boo!
The commoner that you had sort of nudged against earlier, Joron, looks over at you in disgust and scoots about a good 6 inches away from you.
I'm not with him.
Like, why the hell are you booing? That's Balthus. And today, in this formal and festive of matches, we put him against a worm. The worst of the worst. This creature dwelled among our sewers, underneath our very city streets. And today we bring to you he whips a long chain whip that stretches somehow all the way across the ring, snapping at the snout of the dragon that reels back and screeches. The monster from the deeps itself. And everyone in the crowd gives out a hearty boo!
Woo! Woo!
I quickly send off a message spelled to Carric. Please don't let Joron get beaten up by a crowd of fight enthusiasts.
You know, I'll do what I can.
Actually, Carric, I want you to tell me what's your passive perception.
23.
Okay, great. So from where you're at, you can actually look around and see the people in the stands around you are all sort of whispering to each other and pointing at Joron. They definitely seem displeased with him. It doesn't look as though any of them are making any motions towards him yet, but they are definitely not happy with what he's doing.
Joron's like wearing the wrong coloured football strip in the
Right.
home stands right now.
Right. You can't go into a Manchester United game and not wear a Manchester United outfit. You need the jersey. It's gotta happen. If you're not a mank, you're a wank.
Americans shouldn't say wank.
Are we allowed to call people a tosser?
You can. It just sounds really strange when you do it.
Is it because of the accent?
It's entirely the accent. Like, Americans saying wanker is one of the best things because it always just sounds like wanker, and it's the worst fucking sound. It's hilarious.
You're such a wanker.
Mm. Mm.
It's like
They're-
nails on a chalkboard.
It's awful. Every regional accent of Great Britain and some other countries sound fantastic saying wanker. Americans, I've yet to hear it sound good in an American accent.
Well, I'll keep trying then.
Bless you, sir. Bless you.
Excuse me. Yeah, so Tosha and Curiosity, can you make me a history check
Yeah.
just before we get things rolling?
Rolling. What?
That's important too.
Oh, just 10.
Okay.
You're muted, Nairi. You're muted, Nairi.
14.
The look of defeat. But...
I was screaming too because I rolled a 4, but apparently I have proficiency in history.
Because you're a fucking nerd, apparently.
Yeah. Hey, she did go to study at some point.
Nerd.
I know. She held
Yeah,
me-
actually, Tasha, I would say 14 is enough. That you recognize the Lord of Amalar, the new king, Hugoth.
Would I even need a history check for that bastard who killed Gom? Oh! Fucker. See, that's why I was glaring at you when you first started talking, because I'm like, wait, fuck.
The Lord of the Keep himself.
Give me the serenity to not cast Force Cage on his ass.
You don't know shit
no,
about
no.
him.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Huh?
no. Even Tosha knows that Hugoth is responsible for Gom dying.
Wow.
That is true.
Yeah.
It's
That
not
is
just
true.
Nairi's prejudice against Hugoth.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is actually
Oh, yeah.
in character reason.
Okay.
I have 2 characters that care about the fact that he killed Gom.
Gum.
Yeah, so you recognize him. Curiosity, you don't recognize him. Maybe it's the beard.
I don't know if I'd have reason to, considering when I left and
Well,
like
he wasn't the Lord when you left.
That's
However,
my-
he
Hmm.
was the high artificer of the kingdom. So he was an actual member of the noble society.
which I am in no way a part of.
I know. I'm just saying you might have actually seen him around. But with a role
Rich-
like that, yeah, he wasn't that important.
Turns out, no, you didn't.
Rich people all look the same.
Right. They all look like walking coin purses.
Exactly. That's all you look for, the bulge where the money is.
Right.
And possibly the other bulges depending on one's preference.
I mean, it depends on if you want coins or jewels.
Hey, as I see that fuckface, I'm gonna glare at him in my invisibility, and I'm gonna sort of like grasp onto the bleachers real hard. But before I do anything, I'm gonna say, Curiosity. Recognize who that is?
Should they?
That's the bastard that killed Gom.
Oh. Well, he's doing well for himself.
It's taking everything right now not to start a fucking fight.
We have other We have other priorities right now, Tosha.
I know.
Look, if he has probably got protections on him, unless he's that fucking stupid. But there may be other chances. Do not. We are here for our friends.
I'm gonna come back for him.
I know. There are men of power that need to be dead in this city.
Yeah.
There is time. Do not worry.
Let's
Okay.
enjoy the show.
With one final gong sound, the fight commences. And you see the dwarf begin to circle around the dragon. So what are you doing while this fight is going on? Is anybody doing anything?
I'm watching.
Is there a clear idea of where they might be keeping prisoners or the people that'll be in the next matches?
There is not a direct, like, it's not that like there's a sign posted saying like jail or prisoner holding or anything like that. However, you can plainly see that there are only two entrances to this area. There's the one that everyone's coming through in the front entrance down here, and then there's another entrance back here. So if they were anywhere, they would be through this door.
Don't suppose you have message, do you?
Nope.
Oh well.
How good are you at shouting, though?
But no, if you made like a sign of distress, I could message you and just be like, "What?" As
Right.
I'm quite near that door. So
I'm gonna get up and kind of. Whoops.
excuse me, very sorry. Excuse me. Sorry,
Yeah.
should have peed before the show started. Excuse me.
As I walk past Joron, I will, in Draconic, kind of just say to him, you know, I think they're in that kind of door beneath the announcer guy, and I'll kind of I'll just be walking around, acting like I'm just really curious about the fight and trying to get like a good angle on it.
As he's telling me that, I go, oh, good to know. Your accent is getting better.
Yeah, thick Canadian accent in the Draconic.
Right. You can tell because between the growls, you hear A.
Yeah.
What's that all about?
And yeah, so I just eventually want to kind of make my way kind of over in here.
Okay. The doors do not appear to be locked, and there is no security around them. All of the security is at the front gates, making sure that people that come in aren't bringing weapons. People that are bringing weapons are at least sitting in the paid seats.
They did a piss poor job of checking me.
Well, you are Donald Glover, so you probably got celebrity seating.
Actually, you know what? While I'm over here, this should cause a commotion.
Oh dear.
You're
Oh
gonna
dear.
cast enlarge on the dragon?
No, if only I had it prepared.
Because that'd be
But
hilarious.
That would be pretty hilarious. At least I don't think I have it prepared.
Before you do that, Joron is going to put both of his hands like this and yell out at the dwarf. So, are you a dwarf or a gnome? This doesn't look like a fight.
Okay, make an intimidate check.
Brilliant.
Here. God, what's my intimidation?
Yeah, what is your charisma?
Ugh.
Oh, you're a pal. No, you're not. You're a fighter.
Roll good, Tom.
8.
DM inspiration.
Oh,
You got 8.
true. DM inspiration. Wait. Nice. 19.
19.
Yep.
Awesome. That is 18 more than he got.
Whoa! Fuck.
So here's a fun one. The shout you just gave him has now instilled him with fear. and he begins to doubt his reasons for being in the fighting pit.
Oh my god.
All right. So as I get up there, I'm going to kind of say, in a voice loud enough where I think the dragon could hear me.
Okay.
In Draconic.
Uh-huh.
Just act like you're casting a spell and hit me with your tail by accident.
The thing sort of shakes its head in a way to sort of eye you with its one good eye, and then throws its tail in your direction.
All right. As I make contact with the tail, I'm going to cast Greater Invisibility on the dragon.
Oh, God.
Wow.
Oh!
Wow.
And kind of tumble back towards the door.
Yeah, because even if it pulls the punch, that's still a pretty hefty hit.
Yeah.
I will rush over to Carric, like seeming like a concerned bystander.
You take 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Right.
Non-lethal.
Okay, it doesn't matter too much to me, as it just takes 10 points off of my arcane ward.
Gotcha.
So
Fucking ward. I was looking at abjuration score and then because I didn't know about that ward and I read it and I was like, holy shit, Carric's never gonna fucking go down unless somebody sets him on fire. Like
Yeah.
shit.
There's a reason I've been acting real confident in these fighting situations.
All right. Yeah. So he hits you hard enough though that you get knocked back to the door.
All right.
But he vanishes from sight. All of a sudden, there is an invisible red dragon. And the sound from the whole area is utter panic. As there's shouting and gasps and screams, as you can see heavy footfalls across the dirt, as the dragon is now missing from sight.
As I help Carric up to his feet, I'm just like, well, that was an interesting choice of strategy.
I'm just going to say, I think everyone's going to be real interested in this fight, so we should probably go get our friends real quick.
Do you know where they are?
I'm guessing down here.
Okay, let's go inside.
All right.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and put you both up here. And we'll go ahead and don't be afraid. I'm going to go ahead and mark you with X's to say that you're not in this area anymore.
All
Oh
right.
god, you're dead! You're both dead!
Instantly
All
dead.
new characters.
All right. Now this
We
time,
fell off the map.
David, you roll a tiefling. JD,
Yeah.
you roll a dapper young mage. Awesome. So Joron, what is Joron's reaction to invisible dragon time?
Ooh.
Oh, does he just do ooh? Because that's adorable.
The dwarf is still pacing around, trying to figure out where the dragon might have gone.
Mm.
He's looking around at the crowd like, what the hell happened? Meanwhile, inside the keep, as you make your way through those gates and inside to the inner sanctum of the keep, it is decorated in probably early what the fuck.
Oh, I love the what the fuck period.
Right, it was a great period. So it's this sort of mismatched grouping of styles where it still has a lot of the colors and sort of royal flair of the previous king still lingering about. Suits of armor on display, banners that are up, paintings and the whatnot. But as well, there's just like a long carpet of blood and sinew that is trailed all the way from the door straight through the center hallway. And it leads on to this large metal door that looks like it heads down into a dungeon.
That looks like our way. Do you know where Biri is? Can you feel her?
I don't. Is it the familiar bond I have with Beery? Does it work exactly the same way as the spell, or is it kind of its own special thing?
No, it works like the spell.
Okay. Well, I should, if we get close enough, be able to. Well, I should probably already be able to see through Beery's eyes and stuff, but that doesn't necessarily help me.
Do you want to try for a moment?
Yeah. So yeah, I'll go ahead and just kind of take a minute and look through what Beery is looking at.
Oh, we got a new follower. Thanks. Was that Viking?
Hey.
Viking?
Hey.
Hey. Thanks for the follow.
So what are you guys doing?
Oh,
He's-
I'm going to try and look through Beery's eyes and kind of listen through Beery and see if we can figure out where she is.
So you hear the steady thump of what sounds like footsteps,
Hmm.
and it's pitch black. But you can see the vague outlines of a torch probably about 60 feet away.
Okay. Yeah, let me just make sure I don't have any ability to.
Tom, stop playing with your sack on stream.
Oh!
I mean, if you're gonna do it, go big or go home.
Gone big.
Yeah, so I can't know where it is. If I'm within 100 feet of Beery, so would I still be able to make Beery like disappear and reappear?
If you're within 100 feet of her,
Yeah.
then yeah, actually, you're finally within range.
So yeah, then I will just kind of snap, and
Then Beery pops right there onto the floor beside your boot. Poof.
and yeah, I will go into the bag of holding and take out what is a vacuum preserved mouse and feed it to Beery. Just like, all right, so let's go find our where they're keeping everyone else, I guess.
The tiny pseudo dragon rolls over on its back and smashes the mouse up against its belly like an otter, and then slowly engulfs it like a snake eating a mouse.
Beautiful. Cute and gross.
All right.
So through this metal door, it's like the best.
I mean, yeah, there's a clear blood path, so just
Yes.
follow that to where the fun is.
So they say. Yeah, go up to the door, check it to see if it's locked, if it's trapped, if there's any kind of security measure on it.
Okay, well, first of all, it's definitely locked. You don't even have to make a roll for that. It's definitely locked.
Okay.
As far as traps, though, you're going to have to make a check for that.
Investigation or perception?
Investigation.
Can I provide advantage since I am also proficient in investigation?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I rolled better the first time, but thank you. 31.
Come on, guys. We are no pathfinders. We don't know how to do this.
31.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is definitely trapped.
Okay, I will whip out my thieves' tools
Mhm.
and set about. Oh, can I tell if the trap with my investigation is mechanical or magical in nature?
You would not be able to tell with your investigation if it was magical or not. You
Okay,
definitely can tell that it is trapped.
Okay. Carric, it's got a trap on it. I don't know if it is mechanical or arcane, but I can give it a go at disarming. I'm just aware that I do not want to set off an alarm if it is a magic trap. I'm good with mechanical, not so much with the magical. You got anything?
Well, I mean, if we spend some time, I could, maybe, detect magic, but that would drop the invisibility on the dragon. So,
Oh, how long would it take you to do? Oh,
like 10 minutes.
no. Okay, fine. I tell you what. We'll get ready to move very fast. Maybe step back. Actually, you step back. Take Berry and her meal. Is Berry it? They, she, he?
She.
Cool. Yeah, I will set about unlocking the door and trying to disable the trap as far as I can find it. Once Carric is backed up, in case it just like gouts fire or something.
Okay.
You want my thieves' tools check, sleight of hand check?
Yeah,
Good.
make a sleight of hand check with advantage because you're proficient in your thieves' tools.
Ooh. 33.
Okay. Yeah, you slide your thieves' tools in, and it's almost as though you knew exactly how to unlock this lock from the beginning. You just slide them in and then click, and you can hear the lock flip into place as the tumblers roll. And the door swings open. And all of a sudden, as the door swings open, curiosity is gone. You no longer see curiosity, Carric. Jade, as you see the door swing open,
Yep.
all of a sudden, you're falling.
Wings out.
You see nothing but clouds in all directions.
Interesting. Flapping my wings so I don't fall any further.
Mhm.
Am I actually
If you weren't flapping your wings, you would be falling.
Okay. So I can definitely feel like gravity pulling me down.
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
Not just that, but you find that it is exceedingly hard to breathe here.
Yeah. I've wound up in the plane of air. That's a first for me.
I've been falling. For 10 minutes.
I was going to say, that happened to Craig recently, didn't it?
Yeah, that's why I remembered that reference. Fantastic.
How long have we been in here now?
As long as you declared you've been in here. I mean, it's like been
a couple of minutes. Yeah.
Okay, well then at that means the greater invisibility is done anyways, because that only lasts a minute. So, yeah. I just don't want to burn a spell slot on it.
That's valid.
Yeah. I will slowly approach the door. Can I roll an Arcana to get some kind of sense of what might have happened to Curiosity?
Sure.
All right. Okay. 25.
You can't be certain because you didn't really examine the trap. But judging by what you're seeing, It looks as though Curiosity has fallen victim to some sort of teleportation trap.
Okay. I will wait 1 minute.
I will try and message Tosha using my sending stone. And I'll quickly just say, Tosha, if you can hear me, I need you to reply now.
Can I?
DM thinky face.
I'm just doing math.
I believe the sending stones work if you're on the same plane of existence.
I know. I'm trying to judge something. Yeah. No, you definitely received the message.
Yeah, I hear you. What's going on?
Oh, I think I'm just very high up.
What?
I kind of set off a trap, and now I am very... I thought I might have been in the plane of air for a minute, which is why I called. But I can talk to you, so don't panic. Carric is
Wait,
fine. He got theory.
I don't care. Look, are you even in Amalar? Are you even above Amalar? Are you even... Where are you? Can you
I
see
look
land?
down. I look down. Can I see land below me at all?
Below you are more clouds. You would have to move around.
I will
Drop
cast
down.
haste on myself and start flying down.
Okay. After about 200 feet,
Mhm.
you pop out of the cloud that was below you. And
Mhm.
you now see that you are in the upper atmosphere above Amalar.
So good news, still in Amalar. Sort of.
Thank
Just,
fuck you have
It just-
wings.
I know, they look great. I am going to come back down to the keep. Do not panic. Carric. I'm sure Carric is fine. And
Alright,
I will
where'd you
just
guys go? I'm gonna go with you this time.
through the doors under the announcer man. Carric is
Alright.
probably still there if you move quickly.
Alright.
Oh, don't let
swiftly head
Joron get punched in the face. There's a-
up. I
Please-
stop running. Like
Please don't let.
Then
What
I
was
run
that?
backwards up to Joron.
I'm just trying to remember. I think it was a Brooklyn Nine-Nine quote about just like, you've got to stop someone getting punched in the face. Just like, no. Rephrase that. I will not
Did-
let someone say get punched in the face.
Did you just hear that thunder roll through?
No.
Yep. It was very loud.
I didn't. Sorry.
Yes.
Where? From whose side?
It was through the game
Oh.
Ooh.
as lightning arcs through the clouds around Curiosity.
Uh-oh.
Oh, fun times.
Shit.
So don't worry about me. We'll be with you soon. Okay, bye. Going to concentrate on flying now.
Yeah, get the fuck down here now. I'm gonna like as I got the caution from Kiri, I'm gonna go over to Joron. I bring my hand up to tap, but then I realize Joron wouldn't know the secret tap, so I'm just gonna be like, "Hey Joron, it's me. I'm still invisible. Don't panic."
It's a ghost. Doja's dead again.
Goose.
This ghost is telling you to stay quiet and watch carefully. Can you do that for me?
Yes, ghost.
And
Good
as
job,
you
you-
say that, the dragon becomes visible again.
Did they
See,
at
I
least
told you
start
good things
fighting?
would happen.
Yeah, did the dragon get any good hits in while he...
The dragon has been silently stalking the dwarf.
Nice.
Oh, it's like a cat with a mouse, basically.
Mhm.
And as it becomes visible again, it opens its mouth behind it, its one yellow eye gleaming, and
Mhm.
bites down hard
Yes.
over the top of it, all the way down to the dwarf's foot.
Dang.
Oof.
Is he dead?
Shouldn't eat somebody with the shell still on, it'll give you indigestion.
Nice.
You hear a huff and a snuff and a small gout of flame that makes its way through the nostrils of the dragon,
Oof.
followed by a sudden shriek and the smell of burnt hair.
He wants to cook his lunch before he eats it. Valid.
Yeah, so Tasha's like, now pay attention.
As that happens, I'm gonna sort of like be as wispy as I can to Joron's ear. I'm like, see, I told you good things would happen, okay?
I am
Just
in
keep watching.
fear going to do this with my head.
Just be calm, keep watching the show. I have to go because the spirit world is calling me. Bye. And
Come
I
on.
walk. And I go to
Don't
bed.
I smack Tosha in the face as I'm looking around?
With your head?
Yeah,
Yes, I will say
I'm
yes, that
considerably
does
shorter
happen.
than you, though.
but you are whispering in my ear.
True.
Well,
Can
this
I-
one's not at his
Can we
ears.
make a check?
Can you make a check for what?
to avoid
To
being
not be
smacked?
hit in the face and break my nose?
I'm going to say, well, you didn't break your nose, but I'm going to say that no, you cannot make a check to not be hit. You declared
Okay.
that you were getting up right next to his head.
Fair, okay.
You take 3 bludgeoning damage.
Fair. Please don't hit us, ghosts. We're really vulnerable. Okay, bye. And I'm gonna
Oh,
go over
God.
to the gate, and I'm gonna make my way inside.
The commoners in the arena have gotten very close to the ring and are all screaming and shouting obscenities and hurling steins of ale into the ring at the dragon.
Oh no. Oh dear.
I am
We're gonna come back and Joron is fighting the population of Amalar.
I am going to push through the people.
Okay.
Go up on the stage
Uh-huh.
and go
You mean into the ring?
yeah into the ring. I mean down into
Okay.
the ring.
Gotcha.
Wait. Are you not having fun?
And the crowd begins to throw rotten fruit and ale at Joron.
Oh,
He's got a shield. He'll be fine.
I going to show all of you how to fight a dragon. And as I say dragon, I look at the dragon and wink.
When you say that you're going to show them how to fight a dragon, the dragon turns its head around and most of its body and looks at you with this fierce, confused look. Like, am I going to have to eat you too?
And in Draconic, I'm going to tell him, play with me. I'm gonna get you out of here.
Play with me.
The dragon snorts back at you in Draconic. You're going to get us killed.
If you stay alive, they wouldn't let you go. If you won, they would still kill you. Pretend that I slay you, and you'll get out of here alive.
The dragon just sort of shakes his head and looks at you through his one good eye, and it's hard to say exactly what it looks like, but it definitely looks like the dragon just shrugged at you.
Ugh.
Look at all of them. They're not happy about this.
Yeah, they're definitely not happy about this.
The dragon like Ronaldo.
So, here, I'm going to go ahead and move that guy off here.
The one soccer player I can name off the top of my head.
So the dragon begins to stalk around you.
Okay. I go to the audience. My name is Sir Joron, Dragon Slayer.
As the drunken crowd applauds and cheers.
Fucking perfect.
I
love this boy.
hold the sword in both of my hands, look at
Okay.
the dragon, and go.
Oh, what a beautiful cow.
Mhm.
This is the best.
Awesome. So, if you're going to try and act this out and pretend that you're having a fight to the death, you're going to have to make a performance check.
With advantage, since I know how to fight.
I would say not with advantage because you don't know how to perform.
But at least you're not rolling with disadvantage.
Oof. Come on. Ooh. 18.
18.
Yeah, 18.
All right. I'm going to roll one general for the crowd.
They're all drunk. They don't know what's happening. They roll with disadvantage.
I rolled with disadvantage.
Oh, cool.
Who's running this game?
You are. I just really want
Calm
to
down.
succeed.
You get Mondays. Give me my Friday. Okay. So you said you got what now? You got an 18?
Yeah, 18.
Okay. Yeah. They got a 10. So yeah, you definitely have performed your heart out.
Ooh, this dragon is tough.
Yeah. The dragon like sort of charges at you with its mouth open. And as it gets close to you, it sort of dives to the side and skids. Ooh, that's a good roll. Makes a 22 on its performance.
Ooh.
So, yeah, that's a good roll. The peanut gallery over here. Yeah, so he's definitely taking a pratfall and skidding past you.
Ooh. Ooh.
Are you gonna make an attack?
Yeah,
Okay.
but like I'm not trying to hurt the dragon.
Right.
So
Right.
Okay. That's yeah, that's like plus 10 plus my strength. No, that's 18 to hit.
18 to hit?
Yeah.
That's a miss.
Oh god.
Yeah, no, his AC is higher than an 18.
Yeah, I rolled an 8.
But that's okay because you weren't trying to actually kill him.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So you swing and miss, and he swings his tail around to try and grapple you. 25.
Fuck yeah, that hits.
Okay, so he grapples you and then roars at you.
I roar back.
Okay. Make a wisdom save with advantage.
Okay. Wow. A 25.
Cool. Yeah, you totally make the save. Yeah, he doesn't. Dragons are specifically really in tune with their bodies and their abilities and whatnot. However, it's extremely hard for a dragon to turn off that frightful presence. It's almost innate. Like it's almost a thing that's constantly there. So as you come this close to the dragon roars at you, and you're like, oh, wait, no, everything's okay. It's fine. It's all fine. It's all an act. Remember, it's all an act. And hold your composure. He lifts you up by one of your legs and dangles you over his mouth like he's going to eat you. And he whispers to you, which through dragon teeth sounds almost like a hiss, like a snake. What do we do now?
Let me kill you.
That would be really bad for my reputation.
I thought he stopped laughing really hard as he dropped his dice.
Why don't you let me kill you?
Because they wouldn't let you leave.
The dragon drops you towards its mouth and then makes a sudden move, and you fall instead on its exposed belly.
I slap him in the mouth as I'm falling, like it was intentional. Like I slapped his mouth away.
As you do that, you land on his belly, and you hear the dragon screech and howl as though you've horribly wounded him.
Joron's a beefy boy. It's like being punched in the stomach.
I throw away my sword.
Okay.
And go, this is how you fight a dragon. And I go wrestle him.
Okay. Make an athletics check.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I'm good at that? Yeah. Oh, 24.
Ooh.
That's a big one.
Ooh. 27.
Oh, that's so close though. Think how much bigger it is than you.
Can we be locked in place?
So you're 24. You sort of grapple the dragon, who is much larger than you, around the throat.
Mm-hmm.
The dragon then grapples you around the everything else. So you are sort of in this spot. Have you ever seen the way an armadillo rolls up or something like that? Yeah. So that's sort of what's happened. Is it's rolled up almost into like a pill bug, like a ball around you, and the crowd hears the sort of bone-shattering sound of snapping jaws as it is. This isn't working.
Oh.
You're not good enough at this.
I'll punch you in the face. You'll die.
I do not like this.
I'll give you belly rubs after.
I am not a puppy.
You're very cute.
Not something a dragon wants to hear.
Oh, it's good. It's the shit.
That's cool.
This red dragon is very cute. You land in this situation.
Mm-hmm.
Should I roll persuasion?
I think at this point you have to.
Okay.
Or deception, whichever way you want to try and roll this.
Fuck, I'm not good in either. Persuasion. Whatever.
Okay. Persuasion is what good boys do.
Oh, 15.
15?
Oh, please tell me it worked. What did you roll, Mike?
21.
Oh.
Fuck. Oh.
All right, so here's what we do. I carry you out in my mouth. And we say you're the dragon.
I love this dragon.
Oh god. Oh god.
I'm gonna cut away from this back to Carric.
All right. So yeah,
So-
after. Okay, go ahead.
I was gonna say you now have access to the dungeon.
Yeah. So after waiting for a minute to see if curiosity reappears in case it was banishment, I will go ahead and burn a stupid spell.
God, I hate being a wizard and spell casting. Fuck.
Mhm. Well, I just have nothing but like higher level
Yeah.
spell slots that I need to do this.
Yeah.
And yeah, just cast dispel on the general door area. Just make sure. Get rid of any lingering magical trap. And I have to do it at 4th level.
It's only
Okay.
a 3rd level spell anyway. Don't be a baby.
Yeah, but it's my last 4th level spell slot.
You don't have any third level
Oh,
spells?
wait. Do I have it? I might have 1 3rd level left, in which case I'll do it as a 3rd. Where's my stupid...
Dumb, stupid spells. Why do I have so many stupid spells?
I've just so many days without a long rest. I do have a 3rd level
Yeah.
slot. So I
Nice.
will just use a 3rd level slot to do Dispel.
Carric is literally exhausted.
Yeah, I'm very tired. It's been a busy day.
Carric does not look his normal, well put together self. He's quite disheveled. He needs a nap.
I've
so
already
you
used
did-
my arcane recovery. Yeah, so cast a spell
Okay.
to roll anything.
Okay. What are you doing?
After I cast a spell on the door, I'll just walk through.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
You are in the dungeon.
When does
All
Tasha
right.
catch up with him?
Huh?
Yeah, Tasha. Because when Curiosity teleported, they had a conversation. Tasha went up to Joron, said a few things, then ran straight to Carric at full speed.
Oh, I guess
So
I missed
what
that
about-
part.
Yeah, I'm.
I guess I missed the part where Tasha said that she was going after Carric. But that's
Oh
fine.
yeah, no. The last time I was like, okay, bye. I said that I was moving, and I moved my token up there.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Then probably about now is when
Okay.
Tasha would make it through the front door.
All right, as I make it through, and I do. Do I see Carric right away?
You would. He's about to step through the door.
All right, I get out of invisibility. Carric. So Curiosity is in the middle of the air, up above.
okay, that's good. I was afraid there was something worse to it than that.
Yeah, that would have been bad. Different plane, different country or continent. Could have been worse, but they're on their way. What's the situation in here?
Well, as I step through the door just to make sure I don't get teleported off somewhere.
Yeah, no, the door does not teleport you anywhere.
So, the trap's done. So we're free to go rescue whoever's down there. So I've got Beery back, as you can see.
Mhm.
So yeah, just I guess let them know to catch up, because I'm guessing we don't have just a whole lot of time for this distraction.
We need to get out soon. So yeah, I'm gonna use my piercing, and I'm gonna say, "Okay, I've caught up with Carric, and we're gonna go inside. The trap's no longer there. You can safely catch up when you're here."
Okay, great. See you soon. I'll be the next one again. Bye. I'm hasted. So-
As lightning arcs from one cloud to the next, just narrowly passing you.
As walking a little bit, I'll just kind of go. So Joron's not joining us. He's staying out to watch the fight.
Yeah, last I saw, he was staring at that dragon, and he was pretty invested.
All right. So how the fight? So it's still going on. The dwarf's not dead.
The last thing I saw was the dragon appearing, right? Did I see the dragon bite down on the dwarf?
You would have seen the dragon eat the dwarf.
Okay. Yeah, the dragon ate the dwarf, but I didn't see much more than that. I don't know where the dragon's being taken to or what's going on, but
Then if they're bringing the dragon back into the cells, we gotta hurry even more then. So
let's hurry up. Let's do this quick.
yeah, how fast are you? And I'm gonna pull out the broom.
Not that fast on my best days. I mean, I'm all right.
All right, then I'll put the broom back and just hoof it on foot.
So the stairs leading down into this dungeon are not an especially long stairwell. It curves once. There's about, I don't know, maybe 30 feet of steps. Not many. And once you reach the dungeon, it is pitch black. However, there is one torch that is held in a sconce on the wall. Do either of you have dark vision?
I do.
You do?
I have my goggles, so I'm putting them on.
Okay, great. So looking into the area, you see there are two large cells, and then there's one smaller cell, and then there are chains with manacles on them hanging from the ceiling all over, with people hooked into them. You don't recognize any of them right off the bat. However, one of the large cells is open and has scorch marks in it, so you can imagine that that's where the dragon had been kept. The other large cell is filled with 8 shadow hounds. And there is a small cell over to your left, and in this small cell is a small group of humanoids. One of them is Amy. There are 3 other, 2 halflings and a gnome that are all sort of like huddled together, trying to keep themselves sort of sane in the darkness.
Daddy. Mommy disappeared.
Mommy didn't disappear. Mommy went on a trip.
Well, I want to sit with Mommy.
I know. But you can sit with me. We can play a game.
Hey, what's that?
We'll talk about it all later, okay? Okay.
Do the people that are chained up, like by the arms, do they look scraggly and like?
They look very malnourished. Many of them look like they've sort of passed out from lack of water and food. Some of them have sort of rivulets of blood that's coming from the manacles down their arms. You find that 3 of them are dead.
Oh. Okay. I'm gonna. How many of them are there?
Like all the prisoners?
Just the ones on top.
The ones that are hanging up above?
Mm-hmm.
About like 45.
Fuck. And is each chain individual? Like, do they have individual locks, or is there one mechanism that
Each
sort
one
of
has
unlocks
its
them all?
each chain has its own individual lock on the manacle.
Are there any keys hanging on anything nearby?
There are not.
Are there any tables or chests or any of the sort?
No, there is, however, a weapon rack.
Because I wanted to get them out because I don't like the look of this, but we don't have a lot of time.
Uh-oh.
What's up, Jade?
I have a question about how high up I was.
Yes. You were. Let's see.
It could take a while.
Well, for the first minute, I traveled 1,800 feet. After that, my speed would be normal again. I probably have a round where I just be like, let gravity drop me, and then I would start flying again.
It is about 180 kilometers. So, like, I
Fucking
don't know,
hell,
like
that's a big
100 miles,
atmosphere.
something like that.
Fucking hell! Holy shit!
Of
So
the
I'm gonna be
people-
a while.
Of the people that are alive, how many did you say there were?
Billion.
Of the people that are like hanging,
Yeah.
there's like 40 people hanging that are alive.
40. Divide that by 3 times that by... Wait, no. No.
Well, Nairi does math. I will, on realizing how high up I am, and if I made a thought to ask earlier, I'm literally gonna I'm gonna literally turn myself upside down so I'm face first and let myself just fucking get to terminal velocity because I will drop faster than I can fly.
That is true.
So I'm gonna start doing that for a bit, and when I'm maybe 300 feet up, I will then start. No, I don't know. I don't know enough about halo jumps. I will extend the wings. I'll slowing my descent so I don't fucking pancake myself on the roof of the car.
Okay, then I would like you to make an acrobatics check for me with
pleasure.
disadvantage.
No problem. Oh, I rolled the same for both. 18.
18. Okay.
Avoiding lightning as I go.
So you are able to avoid the lightning quite easily. However, the dangerous thing is that as you have reached terminal velocity and you open your wings, you feel a snap.
Oh, ow. Something broke.
As they fold back awkwardly and you lose control of them.
Fun times.
So you are now hurtling to the ground about 300 feet up at about, I don't know, 80 miles an hour.
Cool. All right. as I approach the ground, I will try and like use my coat as nothing else to try and like slow my descent if I can. I don't expect that to work very well.
Okay.
And fucking last ditch effort. Where am I going to land? Question.
You mean as far as like what is below you?
Yes.
You are directly above the center of town.
Cool. This
So
is gonna go
if-
great.
If you aimed it just right, you might land in the well.
I'm not aiming for that. What I am going to
I mean, it's like diving off of a diving board into a drink, like a glass of water.
Okay, but if I'm aiming for the town square, that's a
Yeah.
big-ish space. So what I'm gonna do, as a fucking last-ditch effort,
Mhm.
as I approach the ground, I'm gonna cast Thunder Wave to try and create a little cushion to bounce myself back up, so I
Okay.
don't pancake
Okay.
and willingly fail the con save, so it pushes me 10 feet back.
Okay. So
Physics!
let's
Aim for-
That's cool.
I'm using percentile here to see how well this
Valid.
works out.
Valid. I got
Because
yeah,
even I'm not 100% sure how this might work, but
that's a lot of
I
fall
like
damage.
I like
to
where
take.
your head is at, though. I like where your head is at.
That's a lot of fall damage.
That is a lot of fall damage.
I mean, I already slowed my descent, to be fair, so I wasn't at terminal velocity.
Okay, so
You're
Sorry
at
to
terminal
interrupt.
velocity just of a guy doing this. No.
Yeah.
okay. How far are you from the ground, or how far are you wanting to be from the ground when you do this spell?
Thunderwave is a spell I know very well. It's one I've had for a long time. It's a 15-foot cube that I can cast that I have to be on the side of. I will probably cast, because it casts like a outwards.
Uh-huh.
I'll probably try and cast it when I'm about 30 feet, 50 feet up. Let's say 50 feet off the ground, I will cast it and like let myself sort of lean into the concussive force so it pushes me back up for a bit and then drop the rest. So I would in theory take the damage of my own Thunderwave spell as I voluntarily failed the save, so let me just roll. Oh, D&D is great.
At least you're not hitting water. It's
I
actually a
rolled
bad
2
thing.
1s on my thunder damage, so that could have gone, you know. So I take 2 thunder damage from my thunder wave spell.
Okay. So I want you to make a perception check for me.
Oh, sorry to interrupt the prison break. I thought it would. I was hoping I might be able to get involved. I wasn't expecting to be that many miles off.
Try not to die and take your time.
32.
Okay. High or low?
Low.
Okay. You are able to aim up your shot perfectly. Your 32 hit below the 64 I rolled. And since you picked low, there's your successful place. If you picked high, you would have had to roll above that.
Well, that
So-
would be
Anxiety's
difficult.
real.
Maybe it's because you are just a devil in disguise, but you are absolutely able to thread that needle, and you come down in the center square. I'm gonna see, with that kind of fall damage, it becomes you take 14 points of bludgeoning damage as you hit the square, but that is
Okay.
far less than you would have gotten otherwise. Okay, so explain to me what Joron's doing right now.
So, I'm telling the dragon, okay, forget about your ego for a bit. We're trying to get out of here together. And Did you hear me, Mike?
You muted.
Yes. What?
You didn't hear me.
Sorry. No, I was handling a Sawyer problem.
I tell the dragon.
Yeah.
Okay. Forget about Choriko for a bit. We're in this together. Follow my lead. Fall unconscious when I hit you. I put both of my hands up and slam down with all of my strength.
Oh, Tom. Okay. Now, I'm going to tell you, Tom.
Yes.
This dragon needs to make a perform check for these people to believe it.
Okay.
He's willing to make this check.
Daddy,
Yes, ma'am.
you can't find my pants.
They're next to your bed. Go look on the floor.
Mhm.
So the dragon has rolled a nat 3 and has a +5. So that will not be enough. But if you want to give it an inspiration die,
Yes.
it can re-roll.
Yes. How? Wait. You mean my inspiration die?
So that inspiration die that you have is not just for you. You can use that to make any d20 that is rolled on the table re-roll.
Expensive already.
Yours, mine, anybody else's.
Yeah, I used it already before on the fear
Oh,
check for the
oh,
dwarf.
I know.
I'll throw mine in the ring. I haven't
Okay.
needed it so far.
Okay.
Sessions.
So then the dragon gets a 19.
Hey!
I am now gonna roll for the crowd. The crowd gets a 14. So
Yeah,
they
that-
are amazed at the fact that you're able to punch out a dragon as it splays itself open on its back on the ground.
I scratch its belly. Ooh.
Okay. I need just a moment.
Okay.
I will be right back. If you want to RP some of this, that's a great way to fill in this space. I will be right back.
Yeah. Sorry,
Okay.
so in all seriousness, Joron just managed to fake punch out a dragon, and I survived terminal velocity hitting the
Yep.
That's fucking
from
amazing.
5 miles up.
We got some crazy
Shit.
Like, I hope
thick
you will.
atmosphere. I was there with you. I was like,
I was like,
maybe
what?
There may be a mile up.
I thought maybe like planes fly no higher than like 12 kilometers up, which is like 5 miles. That's the highest planes get ever.
Mhm.
And I was
Mhm.
like, okay, maybe 5 miles. Nope. And I was like, that's why my face probably did the thing that it did, because I was trying to do maths, and I was like, okay, I need to get back and help. Terminal velocity, and then
And then, thank goodness, no water, because water is actually incompressible, and so
Yeah.
you want to hit regular ground.
All right, sorry about that.
But I have to say, Jay,
Welcome back.
that thing you did with the spell was pretty fly.
Oh no!
Womp womp.
So can I say something real quick?
Sure.
As Tasha,
Mhm.
Carric, if you give me just a minute, maybe 2, at the most, I might be able to get these people out of here.
Well, how about get this door open with,
Amy
these
in it.
people first?
They can help us if they try. Sure. Yeah. I'm gonna go and try and pick the lock of that cage with my
Okay.
thieves' tools.
Sure.
This is my first time doing this in game. Is it a dex
It's
plus
sleight of hand.
proficiency?
It's
yeah,
sleight of
you've
hand.
got and you're proficient in it, so
So you get advantage
Advantage.
on your sleight of hand.
it's not
Alright.
a thieves' tools check, because that's actually a separate thing on our check sheet.
Yes.
Okay, I'm not proficient in sleight of hand. I'm proficient in thieves' tools.
Yes, I know.
Okay. And I get a +5 from the gloves I'm wearing. Wow. That's bad.
Is that a good wow or a bad wow?
No.
Bad.
Wow.
So that's plus my proficiency, plus my dex, plus 5.
Yes.
So, that's plus 13, which is good.
Yeah.
Math. 21.
21. Yeah, the lock opens with a click, and the door swings open.
Sweet. I'm going to, who are they? How many people? What the hell do they look like?
There are 4 people in here. That's counting Amy. Amy is huddled in a corner. It looks as though she has sort of fallen asleep on her knees, like her head on her knees. The other 3 people that are in here, there's 2 halflings and a gnome. The gnome appears to have a broken nose that they're nursing. The 2 halflings are trying to apply some sort of fungus that they found down there to try and treat the nose.
Now I have one other question.
Mm-hmm.
Eldritch Blast specifies that I can target a creature, but can I target an object or a different aim? Can I aim something else? Aim at something else with it?
Like, what are you trying to aim at?
The chains of the people chained up to the ceiling.
Yeah, I'll allow it. Sure.
Okay, so I'm going to turn to Carric after I've opened the cage. Help them, do whatever you can, see if any of them can help us deal with this. I'm going to quickly try and deal with this. And for the next couple minutes, because I did the math, it'll take me 1 minute and 24 seconds to get all the chains of the people that are alive if I hit all of them. So it'll likely take me up to maybe 4 minutes to actually hit them all accurately. Well, maybe less than that, but I have a plus 12 for attack, so depending on what the AC would be for that, the very least it'll take me is 1 minute and 24 seconds to hit all the chains with Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, how many blasts does each spell?
3. At 11th level, I get 3 beams of Eldritch Blast.
So 3 beams every 6 seconds for 3 chains. Nice.
Yeah, so it'll take me 1 minute and 24 to cast 39 hits. No.
We're just
42.
having fun with maths and science here at Natural Ruckus.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna spend that time to get everybody's chains broken. And make sure they're conscious, I guess.
I will just help with Ray of Frost because I'm not a cleric or anything. I can't do anything.
You can freeze the chains and then smack them.
Just the
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah. We'll say that all around it takes about. We'll say about 10 minutes to do all the chains.
Ooh. Okay.
Between the casting and then the freeing of the people.
Because a hit, it might take more than 1 hit per chain.
That's right.
Fair. All right, yeah. Okay.
But yeah, you're able to break all the chains, and they're now all sort of in various states on the ground. None of them are in a shape that they can stand because they've all been held off their feet for so long.
Okay. Aside from that, would I have any portions on me, like actual rations?
They come in your kit, so probably.
I'm just gonna sort of give out my water skin because I'm not gonna need that for a while. I'm not actually gonna need that. I can get another anywhere. I'm gonna give out my water skin. I'm gonna give them all a little bit.
Are you going through your pack trying to find things to give them?
Yeah, holy shit, yeah, I am. Do I find...
Yes,
Fuck!
you do.
I said what would happen if I did.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, for those at home, Tasha, without her knowing, has had the deck of many things in her bag this whole time.
Now's not the and the cube of fate.
And the cube of fate.
What the fuck? Why do I have this? Okay, yeah. Hey, fun fact. Haha, I have cards. I'm just gonna sort of like, as I'm pulling out my rations and my water and everything, I'm gonna find it and I'm just gonna look at it.
By any chance, am I paying attention to this?
Please be paying attention to this.
I'm gonna give it to the percentile because you guys are pretty busy. High or low?
High.
You did not see it.
Okay.
No!
Pick a good one, Y-mir. Pick a good one.
Uh-huh.
Wait, would I know, you said?
What?
Would I know what this is, or does it need a check to identify?
You would probably not know what that is.
Man, look! This is not because it's a
Don't
deck of
beat
many
around
things.
the bush. Just pick the card.
Tasha's gonna look at it and be like, when did this get in my pack? And she's gonna pull one.
Okay.
I
Awesome.
said this was gonna happen if she didn't get it identified.
Okay, so you're doing...
Fuck. This is when she dies.
Another one of your characters.
You're just
Shut
drawing
up.
one.
Yeah, because she's curious.
Does she roll to see which one it is, as we don't have a deck to draw from? Or is it-
I actually am using the Deck of Many Things generator by Wizards.
Ooh, this can only go horribly.
I'm so
Oh, well.
nervous.
Awesome. So you draw the key. A card the card that you pull is blank for only but a moment, as you see the visage of, or the illustration of a key begin to paint itself along the card slowly and gently, with a light hint of magical energy. As it does, you feel the card begin to heat up and then fizzle and pop in your hand. And instead, in your hand, you are now gripping a longsword made out of jet black ebony that sings as it moves through the air.
What the fuck? Carric?
Does Carric see that?
Carric sees Tasha with a sword.
I will look over from, I suspect, Amy, trying to make sure Amy's all right. Yeah?
I pulled a card from something I've never seen before, and this came out of it.
It's a 33 on my Arcana.
What's your passive perception?
23.
So 33 on Arcana. That is definitely a magical sword. You can't recognize what it is. It is definitely not just a sword. But your perception draws your eyes not to the shiny blade, but to the deck of very plain-looking cards in Tasha's hand. You immediately know what this is.
Oh, hey, so just go ahead and just put that deck of cards down, just real quick. No one touched the deck of cards.
What if there's more in there?
There's a lot of things in there, and a lot of them are bad. So just put the cards down. You already got one of the good things, so it just means there's a bigger chance it's a bad thing. So just go ahead and put the cards down.
Pull another one.
It's a
What
real
kind of bad-
dangerous thing.
Like, what's the worst that can happen?
could do lots. I don't know. I don't know specifically, but I know that there's a lot of stories about it. Can kill folks, can send, ghosts after you, strip away all your possessions, those kind of things.
Carric's full of shit. He just wants them to
Forever
himself.
cursed kind of stuff.
I'm putting it back in its pack. Putting it in the lowest pit of my bag.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not pulling anymore. What the fuck do I? You're good with magical stuff. Can you see what this? What is this?
We'll do that later. Okay, we got a whole bunch of people to either get out of here or just get 4 people out of here and watch a whole bunch of people squirm around on the ground.
Let's help them. And I'm like swinging my sword around like as I'm gesturing. Like I don't know what
I'm all up for ideas here because I got nothing that gets 40 people who can't walk out of this room.
Well, I was trying to feed all of them just to get them some energy.
We don't have time to feed all.
We don't have time, but.
They'll get hunted down. They're not in any position. We can't help them all. There's nothing I could. Maybe if they're, if it was a different day, I could have done something, but I don't have anything to help right now. So we gotta leave.
Can Joron heal them?
We don't have time for him to come down and heal 40 people. We just spent 10 minutes doing this. I'm sorry I want to help him as much as you do, but unless we just decide to fight the whole city to free these 40 guys who can't move, we gotta leave. So we gave them a chance. If they can, maybe if any of them can start walking on their own, I'd love to do more, but I think we've exhausted all our options here. So.
All right, there's one last thing I can do, though, that'll take 2 seconds. I'm going to go to the armory. Are all the weapons locked up, or are they free?
The armory?
You said there was an armory? Or like
a
weapons rack. Weapons rack. Sorry, that's what I mean.
No, it's not locked up. I mean, they're like out of position where any of the prisoners could reach them, but otherwise, no.
All right, I'm going to go to the most able prisoner that I can see that is conscious, and I'm gonna walk up to them and be like, look, there are weapons over there. Find people that are able to stand, that are able to move. Help the rest that can't. Get those weapons, protect yourselves, do as much as you can. We can't get you out of here. We have to move. But
that's a real bet. If anyone here can move, you need to run away. No one's in any conditions to fight. You will die if you fight.
I'm not saying go fight. I'm saying if you get in the position where you end up needing to protect yourself, you have the weapons. But get the hell out of here and do it fast and help anyone that you can.
I will pull out my deck of cards. Because there is something I can do.
Carric is going to pull out his magical sword.
And
Legendary.
I will just roll a D34 on roll 20 here.
Smooth.
D34. 3. That's easy to find out what it is. Okay, cool. A succubus or incubus appears above it. I'll just kind of throw it down the hallway a little bit so it's in front of where all the 40 people are. And I'll just kind of like program it to just like act real menacingly. Just to act real seductively, actually.
To anyone but the slave?
No, just anybody. Just anyone who comes down there. There's a hot demon person looking to flirt. And
single ready to mingle
with anyone. Yeah, I'll just have them be doing like basically like a stripper dance. Just
Awesome.
like in spot.
Right. Okay, so there's a succubus doing a striptease.
Mhm.
Got it.
Just like, all right, let's go, everybody.
As we're leaving, Tasha's just gonna like, as walking, just gonna look at the.
Just drink it in just a little bit.
Yeah, just take a nice look. Not the time. I'm gonna walk off.
I mean, you're so thirsty, you might as well take a drink.
Not from a demon.
Well, you say that now.
So yeah.
Oh, okay.
And that card's
Yeah,
gone
Jen?
forever now, right?
That is correct.
Oh yeah, it's mine too?
Yes.
Okay, good to know. I am so glad that Tasha
could've gone
didn't
so
get
bad.
stuck.
That
That could have been real bad.
I wanted to
And
see
hey,
a pit fiend.
Just last week, we talked about you wanting to get a better sword.
That's
Yeah,
true.
there you go.
That's
You got
true.
yourself a better sword.
Fate smiled
Yeah.
on you today.
Look at that.
Having made my very graceful landing in the town square,
Yes.
obviously, I'm going back in time slightly because terminal velocity. I will get up. Did anybody see me crash? Did anyone see Donald Glover crash land in my disguised self still running?
There is
it's
one.
not- Hmm?
There is one young boy holding a stuffed rabbit that is staring at you in absolute awe.
I look at him and I smile and I just go, "This is why crime pays. Learn magic." And I will. Well, what do I have?
Learn magic, do crimes.
Yeah, be gay, learn magic, be gay, do crime.
Best
I think we
advice
have our first T-shirt design.
Yeah,
Right.
I will quickly prestidigitate a little minor illusion of a rabbit on, because I can, as per the spell, create an illusory image that can fit in my hand, and I'll just like cast it and make it bounce around a little on my hand,
Okay.
and then I will disperse it, and I'll say, "Now, please don't tell anybody you saw me fall out of the sky. Our secret? You'll go far, kid. Promise you." And I'm gonna turn invisible and fly back to the keep. Maybe like fly over the top and see what the fuck the state of affairs is in the keep. As I go, I'll go, "Okay, Tosha, I do not know what you're up to, but my knees kind of hurt right now. But good news, back on terra firma."
A lot of shit happened. There are a lot of prisoners that just got free. I pulled a sword from a card and Carric summoned a succubus. We're on our way out.
You guys always seem to have the most fun without me.
Apparently that could have gone really bad. I still don't know how. We're gonna have a talk about that later.
Okay,
But
I'm gonna go check on Joron to see if he has not gotten beaten up by a bunch of people. Who knows with him?
please do.
Flap, 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 flap,
So
flap.
to cut back outside, we're gonna go ahead and rearrange this a little bit. So the crowd has rushed around, gathered into the ring. Many of them are shouting and cheering. There's a couple of them that are yelling at Joron, "Tell us your name! What's your name?"
My name is Sir Joron.
The crowd cheers for Sir Joron. And all of them move in close and begin to poke at the dragon and start to pose next to it like they themselves were in fact the dragon slayer. Like, "Look, Ma, look what I got!" Picking up the dragon's tail.
I whisper to him, "Just stay down. This will be done in a bit. Please."
He doesn't respond, but he does have this low gurgling sound that comes out of his throat. It's almost like, for lack of a better term, a pre-roar. So, as this is all going on, the Lord up at in the top area of the gallery whistles loudly, drawing everyone's attention. Well, I desperately hope that you enjoyed yourselves. This was quite different than we had planned. But a deal is a deal. Sir Joron?
Joron.
Joron. You have won complete and total ownership of the blacksmith stand in the west end of town. Also, you now have possession of Balthus's goods, his family, his farm, and the 100 gold prize that goes along with beating the dragon. And now, I offer you a seat at the king's table to tell me just how it is that you were able to defeat such a beast. Do not worry. My men will come along quite soon to butcher it so that we can eat it properly.
Wait. I am a very fine cook as well. Let me take care of this beast. I don't want to trouble you or your man with such hard work.
Okay, make a deception roll.
Roll a natural 20.
Go on, Tom.
Unnatural 20.
Dirty 20.
Okay, awesome. As
so
you
stressed.
wish. Ladies and gentlemen, our games for the day are closed. We will reopen tomorrow. Hopefully, this storm passes. Everyone, please leave before we have to release the dogs. The crowd begins to slowly disperse.
Was I there for that on the edge of the keep? Did I get there in time to see that?
You got there in time to hear Sir Joron claim that he could in fact cook the dragon.
From my position up on the edge of the... I literally cast message to Joel and just like, what the fuck did you do?
Just go with it.
They cannot see me. You are the one standing on a dragon, apparently that you can cook. What the fuck?
A little bit of faith.
Okay. I activate my tongue stud. So apparently Joron just killed the dragon and is going to cook it.
What the fuck went on today?
That is exactly what I would like to fucking know. Holy shit!
This is
Yeah.
fucking weird. Let's just
Wait.
get the hell out of here.
Yeah, when do Tosha and Carric show up?
So, as this is going on, I have to ask you. So, what is Joron's plan for getting the dragon out of here?
Well, in a perfect world, we would have maybe a couple of people, maybe someone Joron like knows that would help him kind of like drag the dragon out of here. maybe there's a cart ready for the body of the dragon to actually get it to the people that would then butcher it and cook it. So maybe like that, but he's willing just to drag it along himself and like tell the dragon, you know, when you're laying down and like you're playing with friends that they drag you somewhere and you kind of like are pushing yourself to help them to drag you. I kind of hope I would tell the dragon to do something like that.
This is gonna go
To, like,
really great or really bad.
Kind of push himself along. But I'm hoping for a cart.
Yeah, they don't have a cart. However, one of the stewards for the keep moves over next to you, carrying along a large satchel, and unfurls the satchel on the ground, and it's filled with tools to butcher the dragon.
Do it right in the pit, man.
Thank you very much. I like to work alone, so if you could like all leave and leave me to it here. It's an unpleasant thing to watch this.
Oh, you don't have to be worried about my constitution, sir. This isn't the first dragon I've butchered.
Oh, it isn't. I'll look.
No.
If I look around, do I see anyone else?
No, there's just you and the steward.
I'm gonna start flying down to Joron.
I cast Hold Person on him.
Yeah, he is held fast.
Well, I didn't really want this to come to it, but I'm not really a nice kind of person, and butchering.
The dragon moves and knocks you off of him, and then with one big yawn, engulfs the guy.
I knew this was going to happen.
You're not going to use mommy's computer.
I was hoping it wouldn't, but as the dragon is like swallowing him, well, you had it coming, but you know.
I land in the dirt next to Joron with like a slight skid. Just like.
And at this moment, Carric and Tosha come back out of the gate.
So we. Hey guys.
So everybody's here?
Everyone's here.
Grabbing Amy, running over to the dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. All right. So where to, everybody?
Are we going with the dragon? Can you do that?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Cool. Oh, Mr. Dragon, I talked to him in Draconic. What is your name?
Beery.
That's real interesting.
I look at Carric. Does he have Beery?
Yeah, I got Beery on my. You know, not the first one we met. All right, so to the roost then. I guess that's probably the best place to take a dragon. Any objections?
The rookery?
Oh yeah, the rookery. Yeah, not the roost.
Beery, do you want to go to the rookery, or do you like want to go to the fields and run along? That kind.
I need rest and food.
So the rookery. Okay.
All right.
I
So
before we go, I cast another Cure Wounds on him. That is 8, I think. Yeah, 8 points of healing.
Okay. That restores the other eye.
Yay!
So, still non-functional wings, but the eyes are back. And the eyes have it.
and so yeah, if everyone's here, I'll just cast teleport.
Okay. Awesome. So yeah, you have been to the Rookery before.
I spent
So you
like a year there. Probably pretty familiar.
yeah.
I wouldn't know of any teleportation circles there, would I?
No.
Okay.
Unfortunately. However, you would be able to translocate yourself directly into the center of the town.
Okay.
So you're not having to worry about the frozen north.
Yeah. No. Okay. So do well, I guess I have an associated. So I got associated objects and stuff with it too, right? So I can probably just because we took stuff from there.
You did?
So yeah. So probably don't. So wouldn't have to really roll then, probably, huh? So we get on that 1 to 100 on target.
Let's see. Let me see what we end up with. So you're going to hit it regardless, but we're seeing where you end up in there.
Okay.
25, and you disappear and then immediately reappear, and you are now standing in the center of the breeding pool. There's a large pool of clear liquid that is warm to the touch. That's about maybe 20 feet deep in the center of the Rookery. And this is where the dragons go to conceive their young.
So we all So
We're
do
not-
we just sort of like arrive and splash down into the
Yes.
sex of the Rookery?
Yes.
I, on landing, immediately throw up because I don't deal with teleportation magic well.
Right.
And yet still not the worst journey of the day. Oh, okay.
Not to mention the taste of dragon sex jelly is not great.
I get out of there real quick.
Yeah, we know what this is for. We're out of here.
I will. Yeah, no. I grab hold of Tosha and pick her up and like fly us out of there. Just like pick her up and flap. Oh wait, are my wings working? Because if not, I'll have to.
They are
swim out.
not working.
Okay, I will swim out then.
Okay. Nairi is muted.
Actually, do I see? Wait, we're like in a pool right now?
Yes.
Do I see dry ground anywhere nearby?
Yes.
I'm gonna grab hold
10,
of.
About 10 feet from you, there's the edge of the pool.
Oh, okay. If it's just 10 feet. One day you could dimension Doris out of something.
I want to, okay?
You will. You will.
It's essentially like swimming through snot.
Oh, thanks, Mike.
You're welcome.
You.
Yeah, I was gonna say as we get out of it, I think Tosha, because you know me so well, other people might have to make a medicine check. You can see my wings fucked.
What the fuck?
I go over to Curiosity. Just hold on. And I put my hands on the wings and cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level.
I'm not that damaged. I don't know if you can, because I think of Curiosity's wings as being like a bat's wings.
18.
So, oh,
Just take the healing.
well, that's me back up to max. I don't know how that deals with my wings that have done the equivalent of an umbrella being blown inside out.
Mm-hmm.
Are they dislocated essentially?
That's what I assume.
And did the heal
Please tell me
help?
that pops them back in the right way. Mm.
All
Yeah.
right,
You'd have to make a medicine check on that.
you're gonna
Yeah,
have to
Joron.
hold on.
May
Please
I?
make a medicine check.
May I? May I do a medicine check?
Sure.
Can I help in any way?
19.
Give him advantage.
Awesome. Yeah, you're able to pop
Or
him
not.
back in the right way.
I do that
I-
as I'm healing.
I definitely swear in Infernal I've heard the noise a shoulder makes when it's being relocated. I imagine this is like that multiplied as the fucking articulation just go pop 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 like the worst and
Oh.
nastiest kind of bubble wrap.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
have you ever like been able to pop your fingers?
Mm.
It's that feeling, but it's like a rattle.
Oh, I swear in Infernal as it happens.
Sorry.
No, it is. So much better than it was. Oh,
Yeah, the overall
Mm.
feeling of it, it's almost enough to make you throw up again.
well, do you want me to? I'll roll a con save to see if
Yeah,
I
sure.
manage to not vomit again.
I hold their
Aw.
hair.
My hair isn't long.
Whatever. I do it. I've been
Can't-
taught to
there
do
is
it.
There is no hair. My like Curiosity's hair is like the length of David's hair. Like
Just grab a fistful.
So what we're saying is that Joron runs his fingers through their hair.
unwanted contact. I rolled a dirty 20, so maybe I don't throw up again.
Yeah, no, you don't throw up. You're
Yeah, I don't do that then.
Okay.
right.
Oh.
Yeah. So,
Mm-hmm.
as you are collecting yourselves, the dragon goes and pulls itself out of the pit or out of the pool and begins to roll around on the ground, sort of shucking all of the ooze off of itself. And in the process, it is scuffing up all of its scales. And you start to notice something, that this is not, in fact, a red dragon.
Oh.
Been painted.
This is actually a blue dragon.
Oh.
Cool.
Though there's still lots of flecks of leftover paint.
Wait. Is Carric's beery also blue?
Purple.
Oh, purple.
I'll start prestidigitating off me and Tosha. Have you got prestidigitation? No, then I'll do us both.
Yeah, it flicks its wings and sheds just a rain of droplets of that goo in all directions.
Oh.
It's like
I
being
can't-
around a dog when it dries
I
off.
put up
I
my
can't-
shield.
I cast Thunderwave to like send a shockwave back, just like an instant kind of like, oh no, God, oh.
Man,
I'll
we
make
just got
sure-
rid of that. Would you please be careful? I shout.
The goo that is still on the dragon is serving to sort of kind of in a half-assed way rub off the paint, but it is essentially dripping red.
Ugh.
In the same way that freshly dyed hair drips its color.
Yeah.
Mood.
Gross.
And the dragon looks back at you and bows to Joron.
I bow back.
You fought well.
Oh. We're all... You were much better.
I know.
That was never a question.
We should wrestle again.
I would like that.
Bow, 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 bow.
As the blue dragon polymorphs itself into a 6.5 foot tall female Eladrin. Wearing a sort of a skin tight layer of blue scales in the most elegant of ways.
I think Tosha and Curiosity's heads immediately go.
Yeah. Just both looking.
And they prance up beside Joron and put a big wet kiss on his cow nose, and drag a long fingered grip from the top of the side of his face all the way down to the bottom of his chin, and then boop him on the nose and walk off.
Bye. Well, they were very nice. When we
Tasha's
get back,
smirking.
Oh, we can just wait till tomorrow. I gotta rest anyways.
okay.
So
Okay.
tomorrow, go pick up spell ingredients, all that stuff. We got a place we used to stay when we were exploring this.
Oh, you have been here many times before?
We spent about like a year here.
Oh,
Oh. Curie,
Oh.
you were saying something?
remind me to add dragon to the list.
As you make that statement, you hear a rumbling from around you as a gargantuan white dragon steps over you and continues on a path through the city. And you see a green dragon, a young one, large size, fly around the breeding pool and then dive down into it. Followed promptly behind it by a larger green dragon.
Who remembers
we
the
gotta
Jurassic
move
Park
here, guys.
theme?
And now we got copyright claims.
We're such nerds. I love us.
All right, I think this is where we're going to end game this week.
Yeah.
Fucking yes.
I hope everybody enjoyed watching this. I hope that everyone that was in our chat enjoyed themselves. We got a lot of new people that came through today, and I'm so thankful that we had so many people.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us.
Thanks
This
Yes.
was
for
a
watching.
ridiculous session. I'm glad you guys could share it with us.
Thanks,
The Grey
thanks,
Hawk.
Scrat, for
Yeah.
like jamming our text all the way through.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah,
thanks,
that
Grey
was
Hawk
one
Channel.
Always a
hell of a
pleasure.
raid. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you, Scaricus. That was awesome. And thank you everyone who came by. We are very
Yeah.
happy for each and every one of you here
Mm.
lurking around.
Of all the days for us to find that deck of many things, it's the day that we have 21 people watching us.
Yeah. Hopefully, if you enjoyed watching us play, this time we play this time every week on Fridays and on Mondays as well. Join us on next Monday. We're returning back to David in the DMC for part 2 of James the Brave. We'll see if Nairi dies. We're all excited.
Hey now.
Nairi's gonna die. It's okay.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Elias is gonna die.
Yeah.
An important distinction.
So yeah,
No,
No,
again,
come on. Elias is gonna live.
thank you very much.
Thank you.
See you next time.
Bye
Goodbye.
Bye.
Where's the button? I need to find a button. Oh, here's the button. Bye.